next guest has one of the hottest daytime talk shows around. Please welcome Oprah's worst nightmare, Jerry Springer. How are you, Jerry?
I'm fine. Love you, man.
That seemed insincere.
Yeah, no, I do.
How are you? It's all going well?
Life is going great. I'm very lucky.
You know, people were worried for a while there
Yes.
because not long ago, it was announced that your show was being forced to tone down the violence.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Against your will. You like the violence. And, no.
Yeah.
And so, but they didn't want, they wanted you to edit out all the people fighting. Is that right?
Yes.
So people
Yes.
would start to get mad, and then suddenly you'd cut to just broken chairs. But you'd never see the really
if you're
good
in
part.
the studio, it's the same craziness we've always had.
Right.
There are more security guards now.
Right.
But, yeah, stations edit out a lot more now, so you don't get to see it all.
So you...
Which is going to make a great Too Hot for TV tape one day, isn't it?
Yeah. And I bet you have a nice piece of that, huh?
Well, hey, someone's got to pay for this,
Yeah,
huh?
got me in. Do you, but you've tried, I've noticed, I watched the show and I've noticed that you're trying to, like, they're a substitute for real fighting where people are pulling each other's hairs, which was outlawed. You're now trying to work food fights into the show. Is that true?
It just happens.
It didn't just happen. People come out carrying a cake.
Yeah.
No one suggests backstage, oh, you might want to take this cake out there.
If you ever look at these daytime shows, they always have cooking segments when they bring out food. With us,
Yeah, but they bring out...
they bring out food. With us, it's a little different.
Oh, isn't he the master?
You're the greatest.
Yeah. No, they bring out... Who brings out a cake and a catapult? That's what I want to know. We have a clip here. Let's show you what we're talking about, and then we'll come back and we'll talk. Roll this clip, please.
I'm in so place to live.
Now let me ask you something. So Jerry, hold it. So Jerry, these bikers show up and they say, we're ready for our segment, but we insist on sitting down at a table and eating a nice meal while we talk.
They do it all the time on Meet the Press.
Yeah.
You know, well, for example, you give me some nice water here, sometimes coffee.
Yeah, then nothing incites a riot like a little water.
Yeah.
In a small blue cup.
So well, that show, as I remember it, it's an old show, but it seems to me that had to do with it was a holiday.
Okay.
And this was a family that, strangely enough, was dysfunctional.
Okay.
And
sustained. We'll move on.
Okay.
Let's talk about a show you had recently, Tales of the Midget Clan. Now explain the show. These are Klan members.
We didn't want
Klan members who are also happen to be midgets. Yeah.
So I didn't.
Now
we didn't want to show.
That takes a lot of nerve for a little person to have those kind of views. And I don't care what anyone thinks about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Toss, you know. How did that show go, by the way?
It was only a little bit racist.
Oh.
Okay. So, well, I said I wanted to show where I'm the biggest guy on the show.
Right.
Because you always are. I mean, I guess you all know. Well, you're never standing next to anybody, but you're what, 6'4", 6'6"?
I'm over 7 feet tall.
That's what I'm thinking. It's your show. You're as tall as you want to be.
That's right.
But I'm not. I'm just about 6. So we wanted to have different subjects, and we had a lot of shows about the Klan.
Right.
It's outrageous, so it meets the qualification of being on our show.
Right.
But we wanted a new twist. So how about Klans people who happen to be short?
Right. Right.
Now everyone here was, but even the opposition.
Right.
They were midgets as well.
Is that true?
Yeah, like we had people, I think, from I don't want to say the NAACP, but it's some African American organization and various other minority groups. But in order to be on the show, you had to be a midget.
So it was the reverse of getting on a Disney ride, pretty much. It was, you must be this small to be on today's show. All right, and that worked out well. I'm glad.
Aren't you one day going to miss these?
Yeah. It doesn't get better than this, Andy. You went to a Yankees fantasy camp, I understand. Let's delve into your personal life for a bit, because you don't get to see that on the show. You got to go to
baseball.
You love baseball.
In my real life, I love, and I was never good enough, but I love it. So they have these dream camps. I guess people have heard about them, where you can go for a week and play.
They have it for different sports. I went to the Dream Highlight Camp. Yeah, it's fun. But continue. So you went to the Yankee Dream Camp.
Yeah, for a week, and but most of the guys there are in their 20s and 30s, and I'm 56, and and I was a catcher. So I did win the Iron Man award because I caught all the innings for the whole week.
Did you?
But everything hurt. My hair hurt. It was.
You did pretty well, though?
I did okay. Yeah, I'm pretty
We
good.
actually called your staff today, and we got them to send over some photographs of you in action. Can we take a look at one of these? This is, I think, you catching. That's nice. Oh, wait.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Wait a second.
Well, what happened here? This is really you. This is not
This
a...
is-
Oh, and there... Oh.
Yeah.
That's a nice sort of Michael Jordan run you have there.
That is me just before I had my seizure. The ball behind me was a foul tip because that was
Sure, yeah. Yeah, the glove was down here. The ball's over there. That went well. You have a late night show in Britain. Is that
Yes,
right?
it's actually like your show.
It's like our show?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a bad idea.
Well, it's like
You might want to copy another show.
No, it's the Tonight Show format, and it's once a week, and I
Right.
host it. But we have celebrities. It's nothing like this in my normal show. It's a normal show.
But your
where
show
there's
has
a band, I do
celebrities,
a
so it's
monologue.
nothing like this show? Is that what you just said?
Nothing like my show. It has
Oh, okay.
celebrities.
All right, good, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. We'll get a celebrity in here one day, I swear it. Laugh at me, will you, Ma?
So it's like, it's a lot of fun to do.
And you
That's
have
a real
problems
show.
with the language, the difference in language?
Well, obviously they speak English, but they're different phrases which.
Because they have all these strange English terms.
Well, for example, on the last show, this one person brought some food for me to try, and it was a pudding, but it's called spotted dick. If anyone here's from Britain, you know I'm telling the truth. It's a pudding. It's a dessert, but it's called spotted dick. And
Yeah, you said that.
They asked me, and
Why don't you say it a few more times?
so she turns to me and says, "Have you ever had spotted dick?" And I said, "The last time I had shots," but.
Okay. How's your routine in Atlantic City going?
So I got to tell you, this guy walks into a room.
Yeah. Well, the plug here, check your local listings for the Jerry Springer Show, but continues to do very well.
Yes.
And,
thank you. And you're always great to me. I appreciate it.
no
And
problem. He's going to miss this guy.
Yeah, I really am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And don't go working for him now. If I turn on that show and
I
you're sitting
won't.
next to him, I'm going to get mad.
I'm too tall.
Jerry Springer, everybody. We'll be right back. Supergrass.